Hi everyone. We have someone with us who was one of the most Googled celebrities in India last year and 3 years consecutively, beating Priyanka Chopra, Narendra Modi, Aishwarya Rai, and many other celebrities. We present Sunny Leone. Hi Sunny,
Hi.
how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, and we are thrilled to have you at Times of India. This is a very happy moment for all of us.
Thank you so much.
We have been inundated with questions. Everybody wants to know so many things about you. Did you know that you were the most Google celebrity? I'm sure you did.
I read it in the paper, and I was really happy to see that. And I, you can't thank your fans enough for being so supportive, and that's what it comes down to.
And how does it feel? So you open the newspaper, tell me something I don't know, or it's like that moment again.
We'd gotten the phone call before I'd seen the newspaper, and I guess I just never believe it until I see it. And it wasn't until I saw it in the newspaper that's when I actually 100% believed that it was true. And it's an exciting moment, and I can't thank my fans enough for being so supportive. And that's, like I said, that's what it comes down to. And people might not like me, they might think I'm this or that, or say so many different things, but when it comes down to it, my fans, are so supportive that they're the ones that, kind of set the benchmark for me.
Sunny, you became a household name with Big Boss, and everybody wanted to know more about you. You were suddenly everywhere, and how it happened was also very interesting. So tell us about your experience in Big Boss. You entered midway, and you were almost there till the end.
Yes, I was there, I think it was for about 6 weeks, and right before the finale is when I got kicked off the show. But when I first entered the show, I thought I was just going to be there for about a week, 2 weeks max, and then I would be sent home. I didn't know what I was getting into. I read about how big the Big Boss show was. I read how many viewers. I looked at all their statistics before I came here, and I knew that it was big. I just didn't quite put it together in my mind how big it really was. And I didn't realize it until I stepped out of the house, see how big it was. And also, as each week passed, I imagined in my mind that there must be something good going on outside. Otherwise, they would have kicked me off the show already. So it was a really hard experience. It wasn't easy being in the house, as most people can see, which is why we're all fascinated with watching the show. It's not easy, but it changed my life, and it changed it for the better. So I was really happy about that.
When that moment came, when Mahesh Bhatt entered the Big Boss house and handpicked you for a movie, what was going on in your mind?
Well, first he was in the confession room, and I looked at him and he looked at me, and I feel really bad now when I realize, who this person is. I had no idea who he was. Indian movies, Hindi cinema, growing up, Bollywood movies. In my household, it wasn't about who was in the movie, who directed it, what the songs were. It wasn't about that. It was more about a family experience. It was about Friday, Saturday, or Sunday night. The four of us would sit in front of the TV with our pizza and our food, and we didn't have to eat at the dinner table that night, and we all watched a movie together. So it was more about a shared family experience than knowing who was in the movie and who the director, producers were. So I didn't grow up learning those things like most people do when they live here in India. So when he walked in, I had no idea who he was. And he talked about the movie. He mentioned that he wanted me to be in it. His daughter was Pooja. She was directing it. And she really wanted me in her movie. And I just thought, yeah, okay, this is just for TV, and I didn't think it was real. But when, again, there's so many different things I realized after I exited that house, and when I met them again, it was for real. They had a contract for me that my husband had already read, and he'd redlined and gone through and everything. So it was real, and that was a moment where I said, wow, I'm gonna get to make my first movie, something that I've always wanted to do my entire life. And it was an extremely happy moment, and I can't be more thankful to Mr. Mahesh Bhatt and also Pooja as well for putting me in my first movie.
And then there has been a kind of no looking back for you. And then one movie after another, after that another TV show, you're on Splitsvilla, then Leela. You thought the journey would be like this?
Never in a million years. I didn't imagine all this. I didn't expect any of it. I know that whatever I do, I would work hard at, that I would try my best in anything that I've done in my life. But I didn't know that this would be it. I didn't know that I would move all the way across the country to Mumbai, India. Out of all the places in the entire world, this is where I would end up. I never imagined it. And I'm always thankful. Every day I learn something new. Every single day something amazing happens. Of course, there are moments that are not nice, that are not fun. A movie doesn't do well. Somebody attacks me in some, form in the media or people or whatever it is. That stuff isn't fun, but I believe in karma. I believe in being a good person, and I don't have anything bad to say about those people that say bad things about me. And I believe that good things come to you if you are true and you're honest to yourself. And I'm gonna knock on wood. I've been pretty fortunate, and I feel very lucky that I've had some amazing people enter my life and give me opportunities that I never imagined.
I after watching Leela coming out of the theater, and I was quite stunned, and I was like, not bad at all, because we have in our heads these cliches that some people can act and some just cannot act. Are you aware of one of the most catchy lines of the film?
Manam Leela Leela.
Can I do it once? Because everyone at work keeps doing Leela naam hai mara.
Manam Leela Leela.
Okay. Why are you, in a way, responsible for everything that's going wrong in India? Is something that I'm dying to ask you.
I have no idea. I've never preached anything. I've never said that I want people to be a certain way. I've never said follow my path. I've never said any of it. It's actually quite astonishing at the number of people that want to try and push me down, try and punch me, kick me, whatever you want to do, whatever they're trying to do. I think that it's astonishing that there's so many people out there that are being so negative. And, for me, I actually think that some of those people who are saying some of these things, if they had come to me and said, hey, Sunny, I really would like you to help out my community, and we'll call all the press, and we'll plant some trees, we'll clean up a neighborhood, I don't know, sew clothes for kids, anything, you name it, I would gladly give up my time to help and do something for the community, for the people out there. But I actually don't think that bashing me is going to get people further ahead. They might be in the news for the day, for the week, but then what? You still have to, as a person, as somebody of power, you still have to do something for your community that they love. And I think that energy should be spent there, helping people instead of degrading them, making them feel bad, putting them down. We already live in a world of hate, and it's let's just spread a little bit of love. So I have no idea why I'm a target, but I am. I'm a soft target.
I'm sure probably while brushing your teeth in the morning, you must be wondering why do they do that? What do you think? Why does this happen?
Well, obviously, they're getting what they want. Everybody prints their words in their paper. Everybody puts them on TV. Everybody puts them somewhere. The media highlights them and the nonsense that they say. So, I mean, I hate to say it, but you're the one who gives them a voice. So if you give them a voice, then of course they'll be heard.
And how do you deal? And a lot of these questions have been about this when we were taking questions from all your fans. They have constantly praised you. That's like out in the open, these questions. And they have wondered how you deal with all this negativity and how you stay focused.
Well, I have a lot of really positive people around me, and one of them being my husband. And we talk about things, and we talk about, you know, the negative things that happen. And I think between the two of us, he probably gets a little bit more upset than I do. But that's just my nature. There's really nothing that we can do about somebody saying something at the end of the day. If they are physically hurting us, if they are threatening my life, or my husband or my friends or family, that's a different story. But these are just words. They're words that people say. I know that my husband and I are really true to our words, and we both work very, very hard. And so does my whole team and the people around me. And that's how you stay. You have to stay focused on what why we're here. I'm here to follow my dream, and there are key people around my dream that make it happen. And you just have to stay focused, and good things will come to you.
If half the questions from your fans were about how you deal with this, the other half were how to get a fab body like you and the glowing skin that you have. So it is time to tell us your 10 fitness and diet tips.
Fitness and diet. Well, I do believe everything starts with yourself. It's about being determined within yourself to want to feel, I think it's more than anything, feel good, because there are people out there that have different types of bodies, especially like, you know, for women, we're always like, why can't we look like this, or why can't I look like that? We're always wanting to look like something else. And I think what it comes down to is loving your own self. And that does mean eating good. When you eat good, when you eat clean foods, when you are not drinking too much, don't do drugs, don't smoke cigarettes, you're giving your body something that, you know, it wants, which is to be healthy. And then your mind starts feeling healthy. Your heart feels healthy. You just feel better. You have a lot more energy through your day. So I think exercising regularly, and that doesn't mean like maybe like I do, maybe it's just a 20-minute walk a day, or 3 times a week even, whatever keeps you happy. You know, eating really good, eating vegetables, making sure you get a lot of your protein. I won't say meat or vegetable, you guys can decide.
I know, we'll stick to protein.
We'll say protein, and don't smoke cigarettes, don't do drugs, don't drink, if you drink alcohol, okay, fine, but don't do it in excess. Also, when you're picking your products, I'm really picky with what products I put on my face, and I look to see how healthy it is for my face. If it has weird ingredients that might make your face break out. Usually when you go to like a dermatologist, they will give you a bottle of face soap that is cheaper than what you would get, or less expensive when you would go to the shopping mart and buy something. Sometimes, not always, depends on your dermatologist. But I think it's about putting clean products on your face instead of thinking about 20 different things that might do 20 different things. So that's, you know, a huge factor in how you take care of your skin. And also fried food, if you're looking to take care of your face, fried food does not help. Sorry, no more vada paos, no more French fries, pizzas, all that kind of stuff. That all shows up in your face. And I'm sure if you just stop eating all that nonsense for just 1 week, you'll start seeing a whole new face.
Okay. In the films and television, a lot of it is rehearsed, the lines that you get. How comfortable are you speaking in Hindi?
मैं हर रोज हिंदी बोलती हूँ. You guys just speak a lot of English with me, so I speak a lot of English back. I'm really comfortable with my Hindi. The only time I'm not comfortable is if I leave India for about a week to 10 days. I have nobody to speak Hindi with in the US, so I come back a little rusty, but sure enough, after about a week, I'm back, back into it.
So I will do my evil laughter, and the next 5 questions will be in Hindi.
Okay, fine.
हमारे नव भारत टाइम्स के पाठक आपसे जानना चाहते हैं, आदित्य सैनी आपसे पूछना चाहते हैं कि एक अभिनेत्री बनने के लिए आपको किन किन मुश्किलों का सामना करना पड़ा?
Can you repeat your question?
आदित्य सैनी आपसे पूछना चाहते हैं कि एक अभिनेत्री बनने के लिए आपको किन किन मुश्किलों का सामना करना पड़ा? अभिनेत्री is actress.
Okay, you tell me the what is it?
What are the qualities needed to be had?
Okay, sorry. The qualities of
Bye, you have to respond in Hindi.
will be a mix. Okay, so वो जो qualities है that आप एक अच्छे actress बनना चाहते हैं is to exercise, eat good, अच्छा खाना. I don't know how you say exercise in Hindi. And
व्यायाम करना. व्यायाम करना. We can let it go.
Okay. Also, make sure आपके dialogues वो जो है you read them, उसको पढ़ना, उसको सीखना. You have to do all that. And I think just be professional. I don't even know how to say all this in.
हमारा अगला सवाल, क्या आपका सफर किसी फिल्म स्टार के बच्चों की तरह आसान था या एक स्ट्रगलिंग एक्टर की तरह मुश्किल था?
Well, मैं एक star child नहीं हूँ. मैं अमेरिका से आई हूँ. किसी बिना का like help, no support system. मेरा support system सिर्फ मेरे पति थे and पति है and both of them forever. So उसके वजह we've had to make our own decisions. एक decision जो लेना है बहुत मुश्किल है, but हम साथ में करते and we decide कौन सा काम करना है, कौन सा काम नहीं करना. And it's my own way, our own path, and that's it.
Okay, अगला सवाल, कृष्ण गोयल को पता करना है कि आपको बॉलीवुड ने पूरी तरह एक्सेप्ट किया है या नहीं?
मेरे फैंस मुझे एक्सेप्ट किया है, and I know this क्योंकि जितना सपोर्ट दिया, इतना प्यार दिया, मैंने कभी सोचा नहीं है. As far as Bollywood's concerned, I think
you're cheating a lot.
I know, but you just have to deal with my cheating. जितने producers, directors इस industry में हैं, certain ones हाँ मुझे accept किया, otherwise मैं movies नहीं करती. But also जब मैं parties में जाती हूँ या एक social event पे जाती हूँ, I'm still, I guess, I don't know, it's probably not going to come out good in Hindi, but एक बड़ा हाथी हूँ एक corner में. I'm still in the room. The Hindi translation does not sound good, but मैं comfortable हूँ. It's ऐसा नहीं है that it's एहसान है मेरे लिए to go and say, hi, I'm Sunny, blah, 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 nice to meet you, how's it going? मेरे लिए easy नहीं है, मैं थोड़ा सा shy हूँ. I know it's very hard to understand Sunny Leone shy, but मैं थोड़ा सा shy हूँ.
That also takes us to the concept of choice. You are an actor on screen and an extrovert. That's an image that you're playing. And as a person, you can be introvert and shy. I sometimes get surprised why that's so hard to accept for someone else. I know what you're saying.
There's कुछ लोग होते हैं that both extrovert जैसे, they're very exciting, they're very loud and this and that, and I don't know अगर ये बचपन से है या नहीं, but I've always been pretty quiet and shy around people that I don't know. जो मैं जानती नहीं हूँ, I kind of stay back and I observe.
Okay. Next question. पैर सेल्फी जानना चाहते हैं कि आप अपनी सबसे बड़ी खूबी किसे मानती हैं?
What's खूबी?
Is a quality.
So what's the biggest quality that I have for?
Like in yourself as a person, what is the biggest strength or quality that you think you have?
I guess मेरा सबसे बड़ा, I guess, quality it could be my personality. I know it's weird for an actor to say, but जो भी होता है life में मैं वो बहुत seriously लेती हूँ. As far as अगर अच्छा होना या बुरा होना, whether a movie's gonna work out, अगर वो movie successful हो या नहीं, or whether ये correct decision है या वो correct decision है. I mean, at the end of the day, so you don't know, and you have to take things as it comes. I call it as the punches come, or as the wheel turns. So इसमें I think it would be that it would be my personality towards life.
Okay. And we can switch back to English, by the way.
Oh, thank God. It was like a test. It was like too much pressure.
Yeah, I know. And we're not able to exactly listen to what you actually want to say. So we'll switch back. Okay, we will quickly try to squeeze in as many questions from the readers. Edmund wants to know, what is your biggest regret in life and which has been the most memorable moment so far?
My biggest regret, is this professionally or in my life?
I think that's all he mentioned, so you can pick professionally or in life. Probably one of each.
Professionally, biggest regret. I guess it would be in certain situations being not knowledgeable about my surroundings. Maybe अगर मैं थोड़ा सा effort डालती to learn more about that situation or how to handle it, it might have ended up differently. क्योंकि जब मैं इस industry में आई थी, I didn't know anybody and I didn't know what Bollywood was all about. I didn't know that everybody's late. I didn't know that, certain things that happen on set or are completely normal, or changing dialogue, all these things. So I think that if I either had a little bit of coaching or whether I had done a little bit more research, I would have learned a little bit more, a little faster, made some mistakes. As far as personally goes, the only thing that I could think of is when my mother passed away. I was working that day and I wish I would have come home sooner. That would be it.
Oh, that is something that just cannot be undone in time. I'm so sorry about that.
It's okay.
And what has been the most memorable moment?
My most memorable moment would be the day that I got married, actually. Was the most.
Sweet.
It was one of the most sweetest, loving, most amazing days of my life. And I think every girl out there dreams of this day, and I hope it's just as special for them as it was for me.
If I'm not wrong, it was a proper Punjabi Gurudwara wedding that you had, right?
Yeah, I had a Gurdwara wedding, and I had a very traditional Jewish wedding.
Okay. Okay. Our next question is from Akil Wasi. He wants to know which historical character from Indian history would you like to play on screen?
Which historical character? Oh, good Lord. I would want to be.
Okay, I'll widen the question for you. Not from Indian history, any history.
Oh, okay, so that's easier. In all of history, I want to Marilyn Monroe.
Wow, yeah. And you look hot playing her.
I'm a little brown for her color. My hair's a little black for her color. But I think it would be interesting to just one day in her shoes.
Right. Okay. What would you be if you were not an actor? Hunter. Someone called Hunter wants to know that.
I would want to be a pediatric nurse.
Oh, cute. Okay. So this is not a question, but this is someone called Hari Singh who says, "Dear, you seem very sweet and lovely. Lagta hai God has made you in His spare time. Be happy and lovely as always."
Thank you for that lovely line. Can I get some cheese with that sandwich?
Okay. Utpal wants to know, are you getting offers from any so-called big banners of Bollywood and big stars?
There's definitely a few things on the plate that seem very interesting. We're going to see if it all pans out. Is there anything written in stone? No, there's not. But there's some really cool things happening over the last 3 months that are very interesting.
Tell us something.
I can't tell you anything because it's not real yet. The second that it's real, let me just say this out so everybody knows who's listening and watching. If you haven't heard it from me first, it's probably not true. So.
That takes care of so many rumors.
Right. Trust me, if there's good news out there, I'll be the first one that wants to blab it out. I want to tell the whole world first.
And that is not true, and that is also not true.
So there's a lot of things that are untrue or unclear. Unless you're hearing it from me, I'm very active on social media. I'm very active in the social world. You're going to hear it from me first, I promise.
Okay. So this is something that we faced, which is quite interesting. A lot of people left their mobile numbers in the comments. What do I do with that?
If they are guys, if there's some single ladies in your office, pass it to them. You could do like a little interview with them, see why they would leave their personal number on a social platform. They must, I guess it takes a lot of courage. I give, credit to them for that. But there's some crazy people out there. Why would you want them to have your number?
And we've got some lovely questions, but a quarter of them are mobile numbers. And they are saying weird stuff like, call me or WhatsApp me.
So you can set up like one girl in the office to call all of them and say, "Hi, I'm Sunny. I got your number from Twitter."
We can look at that.
Okay, play a little trick on them.
Yes. Tanya wants to know, have you ever considered venturing into regional film industry? I know you have done a few, but what is your take on that? Are you getting into more regional films?
At the moment, I'm not signed for any. I've done a few songs. I'm not opposed to it. I think that it would be interesting. It would be a whole new experience learning a different language. And I think it would be fun. For me, cinema is the industry that I want to be in. And whatever language I need to learn for that, I'll do it.
Wow, that actually shows your commitment. That's applaudable because a lot of Indian actors, Hindi-speaking actors, find it so challenging because India has so many languages, and you are up for it. Good. Okay. Shakil wants to know, Sunny. Okay, I'll edit that question. Sunny wants to know, would how would you like to be remembered as?
Um, I would want to be remembered as just a good human being.
Okay. Babs wants to say that you look great in a sari.
Thank you.
We've got some funny questions. Vicky Iyer wants to know, do you play video games?
I do play video games.
And which is your favorite video game?
Well, they're not like the cool video games maybe that everybody else is playing. I play a lot of bingo.
Are you a Candy Crush girl too?
What?
Candy Crush on?
No, I don't play Candy Crush. I play this like arcade game where you push the pennies. And then as I'm getting into a Teen Putty game, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay, if you had to swear by, Soumya Ghosh wants to know, if you have to swear by one beauty tip, what is that?
If I have to shell out one beauty tip for a girl, okay, I'll just give you a secret one that I love and I do it every single time. So whenever I do my makeup, I leave under my eyes last, and
Okay.
I clean the makeup and extra what is it called, eyeshadow that's on. I wipe that off. I put a little bit of my favorite eye cream, and then I apply concealer and powder, and it helps keep under your eyes looking as fresh as can be.
That takes care of all the women fans you have who want eyes like Sunny Leone. Okay, Swapno says, I hate everyone because everybody loves you so much. I'm feeling very jealous.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure there's lots of people who love you too.
Someone called Dharma wants to know your childhood nickname.
It was Kala, 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 Donut, and my father called me Gogu.
Abhishek wants to know, even though you're so famous, why haven't you been offered movies with any of the Khans so far?
Okay, so I have a philosophy, and a lot of actors in Bollywood, all your big A-list actors, I consider them to be Disneyland. They're all Disneyland, and I haven't been invited to Disneyland yet. And I'm waiting to get my ticket. Disneyland.
Are you trying to buy the ticket to Disneyland to end like Paris Disneyland, Orlando Disneyland, any Disneyland?
Well, I don't think you can buy the ticket to this Disneyland. You must be invited. It's an invite only. But I don't know. I believe with hard work, determination, that slowly people will start to see that I'm not here just for today. I'm here for hopefully many years to come. Even though I have a past that some people might not like, there's a reason I say it's the past. It's the past, and I'm here to move forward. That chapter of my life is over, and hopefully they'll see that.
Right. If you had to pick one of the Disneylands, who would you pick?
If I what?
If you had to pick one of the Khans, that's like your dream to work with.
It would be Salman Khan.
Salman. And I think you're biased because of Big Boss.
Yeah, of course, it's you. Well, he's definitely the first celebrity that I met. And he was very, very nice. And every time I've seen him, he's been gone out of his way to say hello. I met Shah Rukh Khan twice. And again, he was very nice and went out of his way to say hello the second time I met him. And I haven't met Mr. Amir Khan. So, I mean, I guess it's all just based on how I've met them, and he's just a really nice person.
I've seen 40, 45-year-old, 50-year-old women go all uju when they see Salman Khan. Was that the case with you whenever he came on screen on Big Boss?
I didn't go juju, but when I entered Big Boss, all I could think about when I met him was, I thought about my parents, actually, and I thought about, wow, if they could only know that I was meeting this person that they would watch in all their movies, and they were fans, and so I just would think about that. One person that I met that I think my dad used to do his hair like him was Mr. Anil Kapoor.
Okay.
I think my dad's hairdo and his beard would come.
Yeah.
One day I'll show you a picture and you'll go, oh, I can see that.
But okay, think of your dad. Okay, that brings us to the last question from one of your fans. If you had to go on a date with someone not Daniel, who would that be?
If I had to go on a date, is it like a romantic date or is it just like
a romantic date?
Well, first of all, that wouldn't really happen.
Who knows? Maybe they're watching this, so.
But you have no idea that I'm actually looking at my husband behind the screen. No. The answer is
him on screen. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have Daniel here with us wanting to talk to all his fans. So let's welcome Daniel. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Daniel.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good.
Okay, Sunny. So he's not in front of you anymore. Who would you like to go on a date with?
Okay. If you have a date wish list,
oh, did you see that?
I want you to tell us.
Give it up, Sunny.
I'm confident enough.
He's giving me the smile that you guys don't recognize.
She knows the look.
How about you tell him? Who would you approve of me going on a romantic date?
Oh, yeah, Daniel, who do you have the hot spot, of course, besides Sunny Leone? Who do you want to go on a date with?
Oh, that's tough. I don't know.
Go ahead, baby. Pick me. It's
No.
totally fine. I'm totally secure with myself.
I don't know. This is a dig question. This could end up bad when the Google chat's over.
I
Let's go to
say
the next question.
we'll take this outside from both of you.
Okay. I'll say that maybe Deepika.
Oh, that's a good thing.
She seems like she could be interesting to talk to.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
You would go on a date with Deepika to talk with her.
Well, you have to ask her.
I get that.
Or her boyfriend.
Yeah, you have to ask her or Ranveer. Dr. Ranveer.
How did you
Stop talking. Just stop talking right now. You're digging a hole. You've only been on for 30 seconds.
Okay, who's your person?
Well, then since you picked her, then I'll just pick Ranveer. And it'll be like a double date.
Double date. That won't be too awkward.
You guys are a team. Good. Okay, how did you two meet? What's the story?
We met in Las Vegas, and we were introduced by a mutual acquaintance. And I was, of course, head over heels. You know, wow, look at this woman. I don't think that she really even looked twice at me because, you know. So it took a little bit of persistence, a lot of persistence.
I do have to say
A
that
lot of weeks and months.
it was about 6 weeks of courting, of him sending me flowers. This is like every girl's dream come true story. He would send me flowers everywhere I would go. He would send flowers on set. I'd show up at home, there'd be a box of chocolates, a teddy bear, flowers. He sent me mixed CDs. Let me tell you, that's still in, gentlemen.
It still works.
It
Might
still
sound cheesy,
works.
but it still works.
He would send me love letters and poems and all that.
I'm turning into mush right now.
Brought up old-fashioned, so
Yeah.
my dad said old-fashioned chivalry works, and it sure did.
He
It just took a long time.
He doesn't look like an old-fashioned man, but at heart he really is. And I think that when girls describe the kind of guy that they're looking for, I think deep down inside they want a good guy. They want a guy that treats them like a princess and still knows how to be a man, but still knows how to treat his woman right.
That's so sweet. Half the women must be now praying to get, and men are going to have a tough time now.
Yes, yeah, the men definitely do. When they hear our story, they're going like, damn, Daniel.
If you want to get that girl, you have to raise the bar. You can't just go about, the everyday crap.
All you men who left your phone and mobile numbers, take some note. Okay, what do you guys fight about the most?
I mean, look, we're like normal couple, any normal couple. We bicker and we argue about everyday stuff, but nothing that's big or nothing that we'll remember the next day. So what do we fight about? I don't know. Where to eat? It's not that crazy. We're not that complicated.
Yeah.
Our life seems to be complicated to the rest of the world, but we're at home, I think, simple, and we keep things pretty simple. We talk about everything. So if there's some argument, it's over some nonsense. It's nothing really serious.
Yeah, and I do have to say that whatever our arguments have been, it's about some really small, stupid something that we've blown out of proportion. But anything that is serious in our life, anything that is, something that actually takes rationale and calm minds, we're usually on the same page.
Or we meet in the middle.
Compromise. Do you guys know the most amazing saying ever? Happy wife, happy life.
We meet like somewhere in the middle.
Oh, men must be switching off now. Okay, and what is the best way to make up after a fight? What do you think?
What do you think is the best way
That you can say here on this family hangout.
Oh, yeah, what? Your mind was in the gutter just now?
Oh, sorry. I thought we were going elsewhere with this. What is the best way to make up? Just suck it up and apologize. That's all. First one to say I'm sorry. That's really actually our other argument. You say I'm sorry. No, you say I'm sorry first. No, you say it first.
It's I think you need to apologize. Argument.
So whoever says it first is, the one admitting guilt.
And we're both very headstrong people, so it takes a lot for us to break that down and go, all right, I'm sorry.
If you guys get like a weekend, what is it? How do you want to spend it? Do you read? Do you watch Hindi movies? Do you go out to some place quiet?
When we have time off and we're on a break, we want to spend it with our dogs in Los Angeles and just enjoy the sunshine, enjoy our home away from all the crazy.
Yeah.
Because we sort of live under a magnifying glass and everyone seems to always want to know everything at all moments. So that's kind of our sanctuary.
Yeah. We love, as weird as it might sound to people, the quiet. When there's absolute silence, in our home, and you can just hear like a waterfall or just hear like the dogs playing. It's one of the most amazing sounds to us, and being able to just relax and, smother our dogs with so much love. And
Away from the chaos.
Yeah.
Speaking of chaos, when something which is not quite great happens around and Sunny's name gets pulled into that with no rhyme or reason, how do you react, Daniel? I know that you're quite protective about her, but how do you deal with it? How do you react to that?
Well, that's exactly it, because I am super protective and emotional towards her. So I think I just in general react much more. She's able to brush it off, and I want to go after whoever it is that is saying this, doing this, or whatever it is. And listen, it's my wife first, it's our business second, it's a brand that we built together, and so I take it very personal. So I think that she definitely cools me down, because
I mean, if you've heard
deals
like
with it
yin
better.
and yang,
Yeah.
we're.
I would go around fighting everybody if it wasn't for her, and attacking. It's just, that's my nature. I'm very headstrong, and so.
Yeah,
that's
if
my
you're
wife.
anybody out there that's ever gotten the Daniel look, it's pretty fierce. You never want that. I don't get it very often, but other people do.
So, I mean, look, it's my wife at the end of the day, more than anything, so.
That's very true. Daniel, we also know you are part of a band called the Sparrows.
Correct, yes.
What is it about? Tell us.
We are a rock and roll band based out of Los Angeles. We've toured all over the place. This year we came to India for the first tour. We'll come again next year. And that's it. It's all original rock and roll. Look us up, check us out, give a listen.
It's really good. One of my favorite songs is on YouTube. It's called Sweet Surrender, so you guys can Google that. It's my favorite song because I feel like you can relate to it in some way, like something's happened, or a breakup, or that's somebody that you're missing in your life, or that you wish that you have, or have back.
It provides me, especially I think, more every week, and everything that goes on more and more that's going on in the media and the chaotic world we live in. It provides that outlet for me that I can emotionally express myself and verbally express myself, so it's important to have.
Daniel, did you know that we have a guitar waiting for you?
Oh, no, I didn't know that. Wow, that's not too
So this is
awkward.
for you.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Vijaya.
Hi Ajita. So all set?
Oh, that was
Yes.
oh, and in tune. Wow, how nice. Where am I supposed to play something for y'all?
Yes.
Yes, some kind
I've
of
come to close.
song that
Shoulder, hands worn down, my feet are tired and swollen. Please hold me. Hold me. Paced up and down the hall, too many nights. Cried myself to sleep, just to wake up in your arms. Here for me. Oh, sweet surrender. Oh, sweet surrender. Coming home to me.
Thank you. Okay, that was just lovely. I actually forgot we are on a hangout.
Thank you.
We have just one last request. We have some blingy mugs for both of you to sign, which we could give away to your fans. Vijaya, if that could be on its way.
Which one do you want, gold or silver?
I'll take silver.
All right, here. Those are nice.
This is very nice.
How sweet. What a signature.
You're not gonna be able to read it anyway. Horrible handwriting. Lefty.
I'll make mine neater this time, so it makes up for it.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you. Sunny and Daniel, it was great having you here. Any last message? We've got so many questions still left. What I would like one last message from you, Sunny, to all your fans who would be sad not getting answered.
To everybody out there watching, whether you're my fans, I want to thank you for being here. To the people that were just curious, I hope that you got to know a little bit about me today and Daniel and our lives together here. And don't always judge. Don't be quick to judge. And I will see you soon.
Take care. Thank you guys very much.
Thanks a lot. It was lovely having you here. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.